What's up, Triple L crew? It's ibyl, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things to expect at the beginning of your Sisterlock journey. So you've just gotten Sisterlocks, now what? So this video is going to share 10 things that you can expect at the beginning of your Sisterlock journey. In terms of how long you may be experiencing these things will depend on your hair texture and your progress of locking. I'm not saying them in any particular order, just the things that I remember experiencing and just want to share with you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post those below. I love interacting with everyone who watches my videos. Also, if you haven't pressed that subscribe button, I make videos weekly just for you all. It's absolutely free. And I'd love to hear from you. So make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And like the video. So jumping right in. First thing to keep in mind. After you get your locks and it's time to wash your hair. And your loctician will tell you when to wash your hair. But you're going to be banding your hair. Banding. And that's simply braiding your hair before you wash it. So that you won't have any slippage or cause your newly locked hair to come loose. So it's usually loose at the root, but braided from a little bit from the root to the end. That's something you can expect to do after you begin your Sisterlock journey. And how long you stay on the banding process will vary. I remember when I had to band the rest of my hair, like around the edge and the very back, I didn't have to band that for too long. But the top middle, if you watch my previous videos, I called them my wildflowers. Even after I wasn't banding the rest of my hair, I had to band the top part just by itself. Second thing to keep in mind or expect is lock buds. And so lock buds will appear at the end of your lock. I don't have any on the majority of my locks. I have some locks that were split, and because they were split, they're kind of still going through the locking process. But the lock buds occur at the end of your locks. It looks just like a little ball at the end. Do not mess with it. Do not pull it. Do not do anything, because that's your hair starting to lock, because your hair locks from the bottom up. So you want to let that ball stay there and let it do what it do, because that's part of the locking process. Yeah, don't mess with your lock buds. Embrace them, because you're going to have them on different locks. Majority on the lock at the same time, and some maybe at different times. Now, if they fall off on their own. You don't do anything to tamper with. Number 3. You're going to suffer from HHS, hands in hair syndrome. But there's help for you. Just remember, your locks will love you if you keep your hands out of your hair. You keep your hands out of your hair. That's all right to touch your hair here and there, but to continuously be in your head, you want to just let your hair settle and do what it do. You don't want to do too much rubbing and tugging or anything like that. So beware of hands in your hair syndrome. Give me a thumbs up if you experience hands in your hair syndrome, or you're always touching your hair. Fourth thing to expect, keep in mind, if you're going to style your hair in the beginning, keep it loose and stress-free. Avoid pins. You don't want anything puncturing or sticking into the newly locked hair, because that could cause issues within that lock that you can avoid. Fifth thing to expect, an itchy scalp. Now, with the locking process, I'm not sure the reason why some people or most people experience an itchy scalp in the very beginning, and even at a certain point in their journey, but I experienced it. I hear a lot of people saying they experience it. You can massage your scalp. One thing you want to avoid is you don't want to be scratching at your hair with your nails. No. You can massage with the soft part of your fingers. That should help with your itchy scalp. I've heard people saying they use witch hazel. Personally, I've never used witch hazel, but it's something that is light, and even if you have sensitive skin, it shouldn't cause any issues. A sixth thing to keep in mind is your locks marrying together. This is something that can occur like after a wash, or if you've just been like keeping your hair just hanging, sometimes your hair can, loose hairs can like connect to another lock. It just means after you wash, just simply take your fingers and go through your parts. And that'll also help ease your retightness as well, because you don't want to hear, you know, your locks being, like little stray hairs being cut or being popped when you're getting retightened or anything like that. So just simply rub your fingers through your hair just to keep any loose hairs from marrying to the other lock, because they have a tendency to do that. And this is something you may experience at the beginning of your Sisterlock journey, but you may also experience it throughout your journey. So even after you've had your locks for a while, still after a wash, rub your fingers through your parts just to make sure that no hair is sticking to another lock when it shouldn't be. It's like, if you don't belong in this bed, get out this bed. If you don't belong in the foundation of this lock, get out of the foundation of this lock. A 7th thing to keep in mind or expect: stick with the Sisterlock products, especially in the beginning. The Sisterlock products are just specifically made for the sisterlocking process. So the shampoos that they have, the just right mixture, I use the Sisterlock shampoo for the longest, and sometimes I still will use it, but for many years, my first 6 years, I would rely on just Sisterlock shampoo, and I have any issues continuously using it. And there's a starter shampoo, and there's another shampoo after the starter. So of course, starter when you're a starter with your Sisterlocks, and then after that, there's another shampoo that has tea tree oil in it. The 8th thing to expect to keep in mind at the beginning of your Sisterlock journey is based on your hair texture. If you have very fine hair, when you first start your Sisterlocks, you'll see a lot of your scalp. If your hair is thicker, you will still see your scalp, but not as much of it. When I think about my very beginning, I'll insert a picture. You can see a little bit of my scalp, not that much because I have so much hair, but if your hair is very fine, then a lot of your scalp's going to show, but that's going to cover up. It's not going to stay that way. 9th thing to keep in mind is your locks will swell. And this is part of the locking process. They'll swell, then they'll shrink back down to the size they're going to be. So you'll get your Sisterlocks, they'll be all small and tiny, but they won't necessarily stay that small and tiny. They'll swell, and they'll shrink down to the size they're going to be. And that varies depending on your hair texture, the density of your hair, and things like that. Number 10, the 10th thing to keep in mind, expect beginning your Sisterlock journey, is you want to make sure to stick to a regular retightening schedule. And you can expect to be in your retightenings anywhere from 2 up to 4 hours, depending on the speed of your loctician, as well as how many locks you have. I hope you've enjoyed this video. All my Sisterlock sisters out there, if you have any things to expect or keep in mind at the beginning of your Sisterlock journey that I forgot in this video, please be sure to post in the comments below. I'm sure this video will be one that will be watched by many people who are out there looking for information. And if I miss something, I'm sure they'd love to read it in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And remember, keep it fly, keep it fabulous. And I will see you in the next video, Triple L Crew. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting below and sharing it across all social media. Y'all be good. Peace. Hello to all my new Triple L crew. Welcome to my channel, Love Life Locks. I hope you kick up your feet, pop you some popcorn, and check out all of my playlists. They're made especially for you. Remember, I post videos weekly. It's absolutely free. And I love interacting with you all. So remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, so you'll get notifications when I post. I post 10 a.m. on Wednesday mornings and Saturday mornings. And in between, I may surprise you with a video. If you have any suggestions, never hesitate to let me know. Yeah. Oh, what was I about to say? I don't know what I was about to say. Oh, so if you haven't had a chance to check out my first storytime video, go check it out. It's called Falling Through the Air. I'm going to be doing some more storytime videos, But I need you all to vote in the comments below and let me know what story time video you want to see next. Stitches, prank gone wrong. She thought I was someone else. Hit and run. Let me know in the comments below.
Didn't I tell you that I was a savage? This that Android shit. I was good on my own, that's the way it was.